Leaving the seamstresses union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up on with this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. The only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with the abandoned wood pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters and have broken down streets. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is, is located in a small strip of the dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Shadowrun Returns Dead Man's Switch. We are right back where we left off here in the South Seattle docks. So let's see, we got anything obviously clicky on? Nope. Looks like we need to head over that way though. Hello, Seagull. Hello, who's this? Streetwalker. Well, we can chat with the Streetwalker. Hey, you looking for a good time? You know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here. I've been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, though. Seats, containers, hab modules. Interesting. Herp. Yep. Yeah, you said that last time. Halt! The Lone Star guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly. He might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey! You're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Well, I don't know security etiquette, so I don't have that option. Let's see. Let's see. I'm working with Lone Star on a crime scene, investigating the ATV warehouse. Sure you are, and I'm Loftware, King of the Dragons. Beat it. Ooh, if Loftware actually heard you say that, ooh, you'd be in trouble. Ooh, what is this? Loot? Is it perhaps loot? I want lilac stuff. Hey, that's mine. Who raised you, pack of wolves? That ladder is rightfully mine. 5 neon. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? 5, huh? Maybe that noodle machine is still working. Alright, so I grabbed a ladder. Huh. There doesn't seem to be much else in the way of things. Streetwalker, can you help again? Oh. Hey, you looking for a good time? Not me. A friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard in the fence around the corner. There you go. Alright, 20 bucks. Buys you 5-minute distraction, then I've got to get back to work and earn some real new yen. Hey, you know what? At least she has a thing. And I have a loot button over there. Aha. Well, I will... Let's see what's over here then. Because, you know, search for more stuff. Ooh, stuff. Gimme. Phosphorus grenade. Ooh. Finchetti concussion grenade. Also, ooh. Don't want to get too close to the guard post, though. That would, you know, alert the guard I'm here. Alright. One 1 second. Yep. Well, this has been less than 4 minutes. I think we can just add it on to the one that we're going to. So let's go. The warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks atop a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City's Ripper, latest victim, with uniforms everywhere. No one stops you at the door. It seems the case hasn't leaked to the press yet. The Lone Star know you've got a job to do. Let's see, we got some alarms going off. Officer Aguirre. Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer in the office over there. Or left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case written notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Let's see. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Oh, warrant officer. Cool. Tell me about it. Some runners like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and try to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Why, thank you. Miss Dresden, Shannon Halfsky. There's an office there, and okay, well, let's talk to Dresden. He cool. Aelixander, surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Edgar tipped you off. Suppose your must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday, or your cred stick did at any rate. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's a male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on condition of the body, it looks like he was killed about 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. The cause of death is unknown. Several internal organs removed from his body after death. Quite gruesomely. I'm not sure the killer even knew what they wanted before it started cutting. Not much else to tell, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Let's see. Any idea what the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated with the chest cavity. Let's see. How's Officer Aguirre doing? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve the murder before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Is McCluskey getting closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. Yeah, seems that way. Sounds like the Ripper is taking different trophies from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was a massive damage in the chest cavity, I see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. I'll find out if the other victims had organ transplants and let you know. Who's that woman over there? No clue, just showed up next to Ken, I think. I'm gonna go look around. Good luck out there. Alright. Shannon Halfsky, let's see. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like no one who has found herself lost for the first time in life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented in his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? No, really? Sorry. Yes, for all the good it is doing me. If I could just make contact, I thought I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Let's see. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looked at you, the flattery largely falling to affect her, given the circumstances, but the inspiration dispels the dark clouds around her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak, that's a given. But my brother's spirit has not been alone here this night. He closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help, but I can't do alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains spirits of the plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. The Lone Star won't let me in here, but you may have the run of the place. If you find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. Cool. Let's see, we want to go to this door. Boop. We get under a... Door is locked. Okay. So, can't get past the locked door. Let's go past these guys and go to Leofis. Let's see. Ooh. Loot. Appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Okay, inspect the toothbrush. Toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, a hair on the back of your hand stands on end. On the back of your hand. And when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest hard. And this must have been one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Leave the locker. Nice. You there. Terminal. Research work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Read notes for case file 95. Federated Boeing jetliner. The plane has several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17th. Pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. Co-pilot takes over the controls. The pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. Pilot cannot be contacted or located by plane steward. The co-pilot radios mayday. The plane crashed into an empty field in western North Dakota. That's sad. 96 then. Redacted. Well, that's usually useful. 98. The file has been corrupted. Oh, that's great. Read private notes. The note appears to be on screen. Appears on screen to pertain to the case file number 96. Crash in Ares jetliner near UCAS and Sioux Nation border. Crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the notes onto your PDA. Ooh, cybercrime. Right. So not... Oh yeah, okay. Well then what else is around here? Ooh. You don't need to go right now. Old poster depicts a svelte young woman. What? Something. Oh well. I missed it. Oh no. Alright, let's do what's over here. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly shoes worn by occupants in the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through shoe pile. Sorting through shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right high heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. Inspect the dress shoe. Laced up with a rubber sole, heel pump. Pump is a departed store knockoff in an Italian brand, otherwise unremarkable. Sneaker. The sneaker is a child and has musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get sort of a shock, as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman is looking for. You take the shoe. Leave the pile. Cool. What other goodies can you give me? It's hard to say whether this heap of items is refuse from the same plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you. Touch the surface. Must be one of the items. Cool. Check out the lunchbox. A dented lunchbox. Seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. And inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it in PDA and $200 appears in your account. Well, I mean, they're dead. They're not going to use it. There's an open vent in this wall. It's too small for you to fit through, but you might be able to send a drone through the open space. Well, let's do that. Your drone fits through the hole, buzzes to the left, and activates this locked door from the inside. Hooray! Give me stuff. You find a magnetic screwdriver. Cool. Too bad it's magnetic and not sonic, because sonic screwdriver for the win. Alright. Can we get... No, we can't get into this other room. Out we go! The lock panel easy comes unscrewed with the magnetic screwdriver, I see. Haha. More stuff! Looks like an old diary. Okay. This appears to be the diary of a teenage girl. Oh! I've got karma. Let's go spend some of that. Hello, intelligence. Okay. Yeah. So far, the drone's been doing me more good, but... yeah, I really can't afford 2 things, so we'll do that. Next chance I get, I can upgrade my drone. Alright, here you go, Shannon. It feels as you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they are filled with tears. Thank you. These items were all I need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? This is McCluskey being a jerk. Officer Augur trails the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not a Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Ooh. Ooh! That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. Yes, ma'am, he is. But there's no helping it now. I should be grateful that you've collected these items need to be before the clouds carried these clods carried everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Let's see. Rented cops like this won't tie up the place for long. Agreed. I expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? Let's see. It means your brother's killed isn't like... Maybe you're a habit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever reason, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. I'm going to go on a limb and say you know where to find some kinds of people we need. You could say that. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nougat inside of a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Well, okay then. At least I got all the things. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comm link chirps and a face of Coyote pops on the screen. Hoy, Alexander, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star, same old thing. I'm kind of busy. Yeah, same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royal. BLT pushers like CBJ ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell on some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead? It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot and has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is in this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. You know the deal? I work, I get paid. Her face falls. I got nothing, man. Call it a favor. Sure. We can come out ahead anyway. Thanks. I'll see you at the address. See you soon. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorway, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing and closing with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building, and Coyote jumps up, grabs a bottom rung of a fire escape ladder, and pulls it down without a signal. Without a signal, she starts to climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly, then starts up the ladder. And with that, I say thank you all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying my content as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. And I really do enjoy making it for all of you because I put out a video every single day of the week. Anyway, if you like my stuff, and I think you do because you made it all the way to the end of the video, please check out the links in the description below. Where you can find a link to my Discord server, my Patreon campaign, and of course my Teespring store. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all next time.